Hi, I'm Savannah Athey Sedbrook. I'm a Girl Scout from Augusta, Kansas, and this is my Gold Award project, Project Change Our Waste. My mission is to educate and inform as many people as possible about global warming and climate change, including what it is, what it looks like, how it affects us, and how we can help. In this video, I will be talking about how you can reduce your carbon footprint, which is basically just how much waste are you creating yourself. So first, we're going to talk about the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. We've learned about it since kindergarten, but it's still very, very important now because if you don't reduce, reuse, and recycle, you're creating a lot more waste than actually necessary. So first, let's talk about waste. So just the physical trash that you are producing every day. So to help prevent that, we're going to start with reusable water bottles. How could you not want a reusable water bottle? The plastic ones are no fun. But look, this one's glittery and it has nerds. This one has a straw and it's my favorite color. Like, how could you not want a reusable water bottle? Next, reuse as much as possible. Instead of throwing away that piece of paper that you wrote one word on, flip it over and try again. Don't throw it away just because you think you're done. Use digital formats over paper formats to reduce the amount of paper that you are using on a daily basis. Use reusable shopping bags instead of the plastic ones you get at the grocery store. Drink tap water instead of bottled water, aka reusable water bottles. Lastly, support and buy from businesses who are eco-friendly, whether that's in the way that they're packaging, the materials that they use in their products, or the energy they use to make their products. My favorite is I haven't tried it yet, but I really want to try. It's a brand that creates soap. So instead of using the big shampoo bottles that are made of plastic, you take a bar of soap and you use that for your shampoo and conditioner, and it's specifically made. It's basically just a bar form of what you have in those bottles, which I think is pretty cool. Next is our way of life, just how you're living in your day-to-day that you can change some things around and be a little more eco-friendly. So first, walk or use public transportation, even carpooling rather than each person individually using a car and creating a bunch of extra emissions that don't really need to be there. Taking shorter showers. Eat more locally grown foods instead of maybe things that were imported from across the country. So trying to just eat more locally. Have your own garden, flower, and food. I think that's a lot of fun. I have 2 blackberry plants and I actually named them. They are my children. Lastly, eat less meat or have a meatless Monday. And I know that sounds awful. I love meat. However, if we eat less of it, you don't have to give it up. I would never tell you to give up meat. But if you eat less, then you're reducing the demands of beef, and then there would be less cows in the world, like in my last video, so then there's less methane that they produce. And if you just absolutely cannot give up meat, there's grass-fed or naturally cultivated options. Use a sustainable source or even just a variety of meat. So instead of going for the hamburger every time, maybe you have some chicken or some fish, just something to mix it up a little bit. I have also tried a brand called Beyond Meat, and I can't even tell that it's not actually meat. These people take plants and somehow turn it into a hamburger, and my mind is blown. I will be buying again because it was very good, and I could not tell the difference. So next is your energy usage in your day-to-day life. So unplug electronics or turn off lights that aren't in use at the time. Use an energy monitor just to keep track of how much energy you're using in a day. Use extension cords instead of plugging everything directly into the wall. Use floor lights. Renewable energy sources over other types of energy sources. So that's your wind, solar, and water. Use compact fluorescent light bulbs instead of just any old light bulb. These are more energy efficient. Use fans instead of turning up the air conditioner in the summer, and vice versa, layer up or use more blankets instead of turning up the heat in the winter. My hope still is to leave the world a bit better than when I got here. Jim Henson. So, even if you don't drastically change your life, even if you're not trying to suddenly go buy a solar-powered car, any little bit you can do is helpful. You don't have to rework your entire life. Just take in bits and pieces, adapt just a little bit, because there's a lot of people in the world. If every person does one little thing to change their lives and make the world a little bit better, that's a really big impact. So that's the kind of thing that is going to make a difference. You have to start small to get anywhere. For more information about anything that I've talked about today, these are the sources that I use to do my research. Thank you. My next video will be about how global warming and climate change affect you.